180.
Check, check. Get the ball.
Good.
Wide, get wide. Check nine. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check the back.
Hey, ball.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get up. 180.
51 to Mike. Check right.
Hey, alert.
Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant.
Now on second and 16, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Lock in.
24 is the Mike. Army. 24 is the Mike. Here we go.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here comes Grant on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. No gain, and it's second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike is at 50. Check Mike 50. Get that quarterback.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Ooh, the juke. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 31 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Bears 7, Packers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Packers.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to wind up in air. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Tighten down. There you go. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up. Alert. Watch the screen.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me. It's just me and you. That's
Any weapon.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Shannon, 258.
59, Mike to 59.
Mike.
Defense, keep it up, guys. He's checking.
61, matchbox light. 319.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Now Trubisky lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You got nothing to go. You got nothing.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's postponed. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated?
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robbins. He's got it at the 15. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On first down, Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got you. I got you.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, no, look, we got Mike Fick.
Now Trubisky on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The tackle made by King.
Recon, 132 fighter.
At the Packers' 22-yard line.
Mike 50. Let's go.
From the 22, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Push him back. Mike 55.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Let him know. Let him know.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Charlie.
Check pass. Check pass.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on now. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Complete to Jones. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. They find some open field here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Extra point try now for Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do here when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Lock in. Hey, go. Got 4 down. 24 is the mic. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Alert. 24 is the mic. Strip that ball. Good. Strip that ball. 24 is the mic. Curl it.
Trubisky to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Packers, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm
wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamond dancing. Game on, so it's time to